Hi, I'm Meg. Welcome back to More Must Be Better. We are thrilled that you're here. We had a little bit of a hiatus, but we are back with you with a new video in our new kitchen. We moved. So here's the new set. Today I'm going to make something that in Pennsylvania we call barbecue. But if you're not from Pennsylvania, you're thinking it's like beef brisket or pulled pork or some ribs on the grill maybe. And that isn't what we call barbecue in South Central Pennsylvania. For reasons I can't quite figure out, and I've done a little bit of research, so if you know, please leave a comment and tell me. We call barbecue what the rest of the country calls a sloppy joe or a manwich. What we call barbecue is a ground beef mixture seasoned with ketchup, sugar, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, a little salt and pepper, some onion, and you make kind of a saucy, kind of a sweet and sour tangy sauce to put on it, which maybe tastes a little bit like barbecue sauce, which is maybe why we call it barbecue. I really don't know. We will explore that and more in this episode, so let's get started. When I was a kid, there was a big carnival in my hometown of Millerstown, Pennsylvania. It was the Fireman's Carnival. It happened every August, the first week of August. One of the big money makers, besides the bingo tent, was the food tent. And there was one recipe for beef barbecue, this kind of barbecue, that went around, and whichever church was in charge of the barbecue stand had to make the barbecue in this way, and it kind of became known as Millerstown Carnival Barbecue. My grandma has this recipe. This is the Home Cookin' Faith Lutheran Cookbook from, 1989. This is the second edition. They did two of these. And my grandma did a recipe in here called Hamburg barbecue. And there are a number of recipes in here that refer to ground beef or hamburger as Hamburg. I'm not sure why, but I never thought anything of it because that's just what they always called it. So we're making Hamburg barbecue according to Mary Losh and the cookbook. My cat is in favor. So we are going to take a pound of ground beef, and brown it. In northeastern PA, they're called wimpies. Somebody suggested maybe after was it Popeye? The Popeye character Wimpy. Although I'm not sure why they're called wimpies. In Rhode Island, they are called dynamo or dynamite sandwiches. In Iowa, and I know this because we have friends from Iowa who came to visit us, and my mom says to the Iowans, "Oh, I'm going to make us some barbecue," and they were picturing racks of ribs and maybe some pulled pork, and my mom gets out some ground beef and starts seasoning it, and our friend said, "Oh, those are just like Maid-Rites." Maid-Rite is a restaurant, or was, I don't know if it's still in business, but they make what they call a loose meat sandwich, which doesn't sound that attractive, but it's called a loose meat sandwich, and it's seasoned with everything we season this with except for the tomato. And what I read on the internet, if you can trust the internet, is that some guy named Joe added some tomato to his loose meat sandwich, and that is how it became known as a sloppy joe. I don't know if any of this is true, but that's what the internet told me. So here's the internet. Okay, Mary Losh's ground beef is almost cooked. Grayed or browned. What do you call it? Browning, graying, whatever you call it. That's what you do with it. I'm not going to drain this because this is 80-20 beef. You could use the lean stuff if you're trying to be health conscious, or if you don't like flavor, then please use the, you know, the 90-10 or whatever, but fat means flavor. So we're using the 80-20 chuck, and I'm not going to drain it. Come at me. Okay, it's showtime. Now we're going to add, the recipe calls for a cup of onions chopped. This is almost that, it's kind of just what we had. Let that season a little bit. Let the onions cook until they're soft. Let's see, we are going to add to the Hamburg barbecue a tablespoon of vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can probably use whatever. We're going to use a tablespoon of mustard, and by that I know she means the plain yellow stuff. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. That's where the tang comes from. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Neither my grandma nor Rita specified the sugar. I always use brown sugar because I just think it makes a creamy, or not creamier. I always use brown sugar because I think it makes a tastier sauce. And then my grandma's recipe says half a bottle of ketchup, small bottle. I don't know what a small bottle was in the 80s, so I measured out half a cup of ketchup, or catsup, as she wrote. So here's that. A little salt. A little pepper. We don't do spicy in central Pennsylvania, we just do flavor. And then you stir up the stuff to make the sauce and you simmer it. And that is all there is to that. Oh, it smells good. Alright, let's serve it up. I'm using a slotted spoon because it's a little juicy and I don't know how much of the juice you really want, but I got slider rolls. So they're itty bitty. You just put a little bit on there. It's like the sweet and sour. There's not too much seasoning on the ground beef, but just enough. I don't know. It tastes like childhood. It might not taste like your childhood, but it tastes like my childhood. So that's pretty much it for the Hamburg barbecue Pennsylvania style. Please don't hit me in the comments and say, that's not barbecue. I know it's not barbecue. I know that. I'm from Pennsylvania. We have this very specific thing, and it's just, you know, it tastes like nostalgia to me. Maybe it tastes like nostalgia to you. If it does, leave a comment and like the video. And please subscribe. Thank you to all our new subscribers. It looks like a bunch of you made Grandma Sarah's butter brickle, which just thrills me. I was so happy to see that. And like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave me a comment if you make this. Don't leave me a comment if you think that you're here for, like, you know, pit beef barbecue or whatever. I know that's not what this is. It just is what it is. We are simple folk, we Pennsylvania people. But we like what we like, and this is a very particular thing, And I hope you'll try it. It's a super quick, simple weeknight dinner. Give it a try. Let me know how you like it. Until next time, this is Meg from More Must Be Better. Thanks for watching.